So, Virgo season begins today. There are many shifts and many changes that will happen because of this, even if you are not the Virgo sign. That's why in this video I want to break down for you 3 things that you need to pay close attention to in terms of how to best navigate through this season, especially that it lasts around a month, so that we can enhance our manifestations and also at the same time protect and be more conscious about any negative energies or disturbances that may affect what we are doing and what we're trying to achieve. We're going to break it down in this video, but before we get into it, show reel. Hit it. Namaste everyone, Namo Himalaya, this is Sri Akarshana here, and in this video I'm going to break down for you 3 things that you need to know about this Virgo season that begins today. So I took a few notes on this, things to look out for, how to protect your energies, best practices to do, and what to look out for your manifestations too. So we're going to dive deep into it with understanding, first of all, if you guys have a notepad to write this down, it will be from the 23rd of August all the way through to the 22nd of September. So these 3 points that I'm going to cover, make sure to become aware of it and try to action these points throughout this period, throughout this whole month. Okay? The second thing we need to understand is that it's not, when we say Virgo season has begun, it doesn't mean it's only going to affect fellow Virgo people, right? It's going to affect across the board because all energies are interconnected at the end of the day. However, if you are Virgo, or if you are Pisces, like myself, okay, you will feel it just a little bit more than others. So the energies will be amplified. When I come to talk about certain chaos or changes and things like that, may also be amplified more than others. That's the only difference, but it's still going to affect all. If you are a fellow Virgo or Pisces, then do let us know inside the comments. That's always nice to know, okay? The next thing is that some of you may know that 2 days ago, if you didn't watch the video, then make sure do check out the video about Mercury retrograde. Because some of you will know that it's happening on the same day and it's opening up on the same day here right now, right, as Virgo season beginning. What does this mean? It means that the interruptions may be a little bit more than usual, the chaos may be a little bit more than usual, but I don't want you guys to look at it as a negative sign. Don't fear it, don't doubt it, because whatever you focus on expands. Instead, use it to understand that where there is darkness, it allows space for light to come in. Where there are challenges, it allows room for growth. As we always say, every challenge is a blessing in disguise, even times when it doesn't feel like it. So if you are feeling somewhat challenged recently, right? Or you're feeling that some arguments happened or some emotions boiled up a little bit too much, right? More than you would rather, then be rest assured that the universe is still working on your side. Although it may look a bit weird and things may be a little bit more chaotic, but the universe is destroying the old for the new to come in, which we're going to dive into in a moment. Okay? So anyway, we're moving on to point number 1. Point number 1 is to understand that this is a very good time, and you'll naturally feel this, by the way. It's a naturally good time for exploration, right, with this Virgo energy. What does it mean? Well, first of all, it may feel a little bit like this, right? Let me know if you do resonate with this, by the way. It will feel a little bit like a kid that's just been on summer holiday and needs to go back to school, right? You know that feeling? When you've just enjoyed all your time, had a little bit of fun here and there, did some meetups, gatherings, whatever, parties, whatever, and then now it's kind of like, oh, I need to get back to work, right? Some of you may feel a little bit like that because throughout the past few weeks or the past month even, you may have had a little bit more fun than you usually do. You may have, let that routine go just a little bit more than usual. You may have lacked a little bit of discipline, right? Maybe you guys are gym goers usually, And for the past few weeks, for some reason, you've been feeling a little bit more lazy, a little bit more sluggish, you've been sleeping a little bit more in and all the rest of it. If you do resonate with what I'm saying, let me know inside the chat. Not just let me know. Let all the other creators know from around the world so people don't feel alone. You know, you're helping people by all being in this journey together. So it's highly likely that your routine has been thrown off for some time now, and you know in the back of your mind it's time to get back to business, right? It's time to get some discipline in there, it's time to get some routine in there, but it's going to feel very tough to do so, right? And what that will do is it will challenge your mind to explore. Example being, you go back to work, you're like focus, 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 but your mind is somewhere else. You're finding it hard to focus, right? This will amplify, by the way, throughout this whole month. So you find it hard to focus, you find it hard to get to routine, you find it hard to discipline yourself more than usual. That is that Virgo energy that is there to stimulate that exploration energy. It's highly likely that you're at work and you feel like, maybe I should do something else. Or you're doing a certain role and maybe you want a change of role. And if that does happen, this is the time to have those conversations, because this will very easily lead to the next part of your life, to optimize your life, to take it to the next level, to reach your peak potential, right? So if you have been looking to do something else, if you've been looking at your arrangement right now and what you've been doing has been a little bit mundane and routine for some time now and you're ready for some change, now is the time for that change, okay? So that's number one. Allow yourself to explore, allow yourself that courage to trust that the universe is with you in this exploration period. The second thing that we need to pay close attention to is, especially if you guys are going to go down the exploration route, the second thing is to learn to discipline and ground your energies, right? With Mercury retrograde and Virgo season happening at the same time, right? There's going to be a little bit of conflict there. There's going to be changes, there's going to be creativity, there's going to be all of this, while at the same time it's kind of like grounding yourself. So it's very important to understand that success comes from discipline. Success comes from grounding. So it's almost like this, right? If you have been living in a home for some time and you're ready to move, point number one is telling you to explore. Allow yourself to explore a little and decide to move. Because of these conflicting energies, when you decide to move, it's highly likely that your mind will think, let's do something else. Let's move again, or let's go again. Let's travel again. Let's switch jobs again. Maybe try something else, right? But you need to understand, if you keep switching and switching and switching and switching and switching and switching, you will really never get success in any area. So once you have made that bold step in exploring and taking that leap of faith, doing something new, then please, throughout this month, take time on focusing and grounding your energies. Make that new home. Make it homely. Make it cozy. Make it comfortable. When it's cozy and comfortable, it will be the optimized space for you to increase your productivity and actually get stuff done and get results. Then, once you've created that cozy home, you've grounded your energies, you feel like this is your space for this next period, right? This next part of your journey. Point number 3 is to allow that creative spark to come in. Allow for fun, allow for downloads, allow for dancing with the universe a little bit. What I call it is master the form and flow with the formless. Right? Point number 2 is mastering the form, grounding, solid, structure, discipline. Once you have the form, then flow with the formless. Then allow yourself to give a bit of leeway. Allow yourself to have a little bit of fun once you've done the grounding. Otherwise, you're going to starve your soul desire of doing something different, especially during this time. So if you do it in that sequential order, number one, allow yourself to explore. Whatever chaos needs to happen, changes need to happen, shifts need to happen, make that shift and make it now. Once you've made the shift, ground your energies. Find that home. Feel good. Feel cozy. Feel safe. Make that space for yourself. After you do that, allow yourself to dance with the universe a little bit. Have some fun here and there. Add a little bit of a creative spark. Receive those downloads and dance with the universe. So that's point number 3. If you do it that way, you will find after this Virgo season, when you look back at this last month, you'll be so proud of yourself. You'll see the manifestations unfold one after another because you are working with the universal energies. And when you do that, you are in co-creation with the universe, and the universe will always deliver miracles during that time. And by the way, for those who don't know, I've always said September is a very good time for reaping rewards. But the rewards you reap always depends on the seeds you sow. So make sure to sow the seeds in the most optimized way using these 3 steps and these 3 pointers. If you got anything out of this video at all, or if you resonate with anything that's been said, then please do hit the thumbs up, hit the like button. Also comment below, let us know your story, what you've been experiencing through this. Maybe it can help some other people out there as well. Let us know where you guys have tuned in from, that's always nice to know. And finally, if you're new to this channel and you haven't already, remember to hit that subscribe button and the notifications button next to it. That's a little bell sign, by the way, because this year we're dedicated to making daily videos to hold you accountable to make it your best year yet. But for now, guys, we're signing out. Namaste. Namo Himalaya.